Hello Geminis, welcome to your weekly tarot reading for the week of May 4th to the 10th. Okay, so I have the Knight of Wands, the Queen of Swords, Page of Swords, Six of Wands, the Magician upright, the Hierophant upright, the High Priestess reverse, Wheel of Fortune reverse, the Tower, and the Emperor reverse. Okay. So, wow. This is 5 major arcana here. Okay, so coming in the beginning of the week, I do want to point out as well with the 6 major arcana total, but 5 coming in the second half of this week, I do want to emphasize that we're dealing with a lot of things, a lot of intense energies, okay? And these are basically, the heart of it is that I do feel that I'm going to read this in a mundane way, mainly because it is a weekly reading, and because of all this energy, it's going to take like half an hour to get through it. But so I do want to reduce it, and I don't want to minimize the impact in any way, because it does feel like a very powerful, a very culminating week, okay? So just take the energy a little more seriously, and be careful with this energy. What I do feel is, with the Magician, you do have the power of manifestation here, especially even for Gemini men, but in general, I do feel that you have the ability this week to make a decision, okay? And I do see like a turning point. However, the people around you, like the physical environment at the same time, the people and their motives are going to be in opposition to yours, alright? So while you have everything here at your disposal to move projects forward, the people around you are going to put blockages to it. And at the same time, I do feel that there is almost like a universal kind of synchronicity. So what I do feel with the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse position is these blockages are put in place for a certain reason, so that you can delay it a little bit, okay? And it's understandable, because I do feel something else here is at work that is greater than yourself. So these two things, this deals with the physical structure environment, this deals with religious institutions, it could also deal with bureaucracy and, general institutions. In whatever capacity where you're working, the people and the goals of the institutions might be misaligned with yours, alright? So as a result, you are going to feel that you have to work around it. However, I do feel as an air signs tend to be very scattered. I mean, you are showing up in the upright position here, but next to it is mental processes tend to be a little skewed. So the institutions, the physical structure is giving your thought processes a lot of structure and a lot of direction, okay? So as a result of it, I do feel this project is delayed to get this energy to come in, to help you direct this energy before it can go ahead, okay? And the Emperor and the Wheel of Fortune here are basically universal blockages, okay? And I do feel in general it is not going to be resolved this week, alright? So hopefully next week things will ease up. But overall, the first half of the week, the first few days, really take the time to decide what you want to do. In a work setting, I do feel that a lot of you should re-examine the people around you, okay? We do have the Knight of Wands. If you're dealing with a fire sign who is kind of flaky, who, promises more than he can deliver, it is important to really turn your back on this person and follow up with this person if you're somehow working in close alignment with, or in working on joint assignments with one another, and you're busy, doing something else, and this person say they're going to follow through. Make sure they do follow through, because I don't feel at this point they're going to be able to hold up their end of the bargain, and as a result, project might get stalled because of this one person, okay? So be very careful about that. And at the same time, I do want you to move forward in the spirit of like cutting your losses, okay? If things have not worked out in the past, really scrap them. Start over, scrap those projects, scrap those relationships, and just start like, emphasize this enough, like the whole process of decluttering, okay? This is also decluttering. This is things that don't work anymore. You have to leave them behind, because moving forward with things that are built on faulty foundations, they are going to cause you pain and anguish down the line. So just be careful with that. I do hope in general that you have a good weekend, and I do feel that it is going to be quite busy, alright? So you're dealing with a lot of very different energies, a lot of very strong, very cosmic, and at the same time very karmic energies here. Make sure that you don't overwhelm yourself. It is just 1 week, alright? So try to get everything done in a timely manner. Try to do it yourself if you have to, because I do feel at the root of it, the external environment is going to be very overpowering. You have to rely on your inner resources. You have to rely on your own resilience, okay, to get through this. And this is, you know, one woman here, and it could be a male or female. But I do feel for those of Geminis who are a little bit older, like, you know, 40s, 50, or even in your 30s, but if you have that emotional maturity, I do feel that this is a week that in which you are revealed, you know, the universe reveals to you who is going to be there for you, okay? So I do feel that this is kind of a difficult energy to take, but in the spirit of growth and growing in our consciousness and moving forward, it is important that this is revealed to us so that we know what we need to do moving on to the future, alright? And I do feel at the heart of it, you are going to have to rely on your strength for this month to get through this, and this month or this week in general. But I do feel that a lot of things in your external environment can prove to be problematic, and so it's really important for you to start the decluttering process, alright? So have a good weekend. I will come back here next week with a weekly reading, and hopefully, you know, we can resolve this issue, a lot of these energies that are at work, okay? So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next week.